Hey there, this is Anthony Devine from DigitalWave Marketing, and I want to welcome you if you're live here on Facebook right now, or if you're watching this as a recording. I want to welcome you to this very important and very short video. I'll try to keep it short as possible, but this subject matter is so critical and so important, more so than ever as we end 2018 and get ready for 2019. As you can see here, this is not being dramatic, it's a big warning. According to Google, in its own data and research, your law firm's website might be costing your firm up to six figures or more in revenue annually. Yes, every single year. It could be costing you right now daily lost revenue for one simple important fact. And that fact is your mobile page speed is too slow. When your page speed is too slow, people, searchers, potential leads, potential clients, which is potential revenue, they don't stick around and wait for your page to load. Instead, they what Google calls bounces or bouncing. They leave. They leave the search before even getting to your page. And where do they go? They go to your competitors. They end up on your competitor's site, and they end up becoming your competitor's clients. And your competitor is literally and ethically stealing what could be otherwise your clients in revenue. And I'm going to show you how you can find out and determine if this is happening to your site. And I have a solution for you if you're interested at the end of this video. I'll give you a little bit more information. So without further ado, we're going to carry on here. And I just want to show you a couple of very important things here. Now, I'm at a site called thinkwithgoogle.com. And with this site here, it has a couple of important tools that you can take advantage of and use. If you scroll down to the bottom right here, you can see where it says diagnostic tools and industry benchmarks. Go ahead and click on that. And by scrolling down, well, don't even have to scroll down here, recommended tools. These tools can help you gauge your own performance compared against the competition and suggest ways to improve it. That's improving your page speed, specifically for your mobile website. With searches now, over half of all searches are typically done on a mobile device, and that percentage keeps on increasing. It can be anywhere from over 50% up to upwards of 80%, depending on location, keyword. The more localized it is, for example, for personal injury lawyer, Atlanta, that's a localized search. Most likely somebody's on their mobile device. We all have them in our hands now. There's more mobile devices and toothbrushes in the world, to give you some idea of how important mobile devices are. So it's very critical that you pay attention to the subject matter and find out if you do have an issue, which we can correct for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up the first tool here. And now not everybody's site is going to be able to use a specific tool, but I'm going to show you an example site here. And excuse me, what you can do is attempt to use this speed test, and it's doing testing at 4G, and Google's own data and research is compiled into this tool. And we'll go ahead and grab one firm I saw here who's also in the you can see here has Google Ads, and so they're at the top of the AdWords. They're not at the top of page one or anywhere on page one for that matter for the results. And part of the reason for that is the page speed. The slower your mobile site page speed is, it does have a negative impact on your rankings. So that's another factor. It's not just lost revenue for somebody showing up. If you're doing paid ads, that's also, you're paying a lot of money for wasted clicks and potentially a lot of leads in business. So we'll go ahead and put that site in here. And we can see here, when I click the button, very quickly comes back with 6.5 seconds. So with 4G networks, it's taking this site to load on a mobile device around 6.5 seconds. So what does that mean? Well, that can mean a lot, because you go down here, look at this impact calculator, which again is based on Google. Right here at the top, this is Google's own tool and own, based on the research and data that they have. It shows you and allows you to put in different metrics and percentages to get an idea of what potential lost revenue annually you're losing as a result of not being optimized for speed. So we're going to go ahead and put in here average search volume of 1,000 searches per month. I know this particular firm has significantly more that I've seen with some third-party tools. Average order value be the average client value, case value, and we're just going to put in 10,000. That could be low for you. I work with many law firms. The lowest I've seen 7,000, 7,000, 15, up to 30, 40, 50,000. So it just varies, from firm to firm, location to location. And then conversion rates, typically 3%. What that means, out of every 100 site visitors, how many do you convert to clients? And that percentage is typically 3%. Of course, you can play around with the percentage, as well as, if you have a better idea of your case value. If it's more, it's going to have more significant dramatic impact. So you can see here 6.5 seconds. The tool automatically shows what happens if you improve your speed by 3 seconds. Now, optimally, you want to have it down to 3 seconds or less. And you can see here at 3 seconds, just improving speed from 6.5 to 3 seconds on mobile devices could be an additional $307,000 for this firm annually. So that's roughly, probably $850 a day potentially lost revenue. And the way I look at it, this is found revenue, because this is typically subject matter. My prospects that I'm looking to reach out to help, law firms, they have no clue about, and I suspect you don't either. And if you're working with a search engine optimization firm, I'm not knocking anybody, but this is the first thing I typically look at, because it's very important. By improving the speed of your mobile site, it can also, not just from traffic, but it also helps your rankings as well, which means more traffic to your site, more visitors, which means more potential leads that you can get phone calls from, and then obviously have consultations, convert them to clients, and eventually revenue. So you can see this is a significant impact. So this is something that's ongoing, that should not be ignored, needs to be taken care of yesterday. Now, just real quickly, I want to show you something here. So this again is where I think with Google, and it indicates here that 53% of mobile site visits leave a page that takes longer than 3 seconds to load. What that really means is, if it's taking over 3 seconds, the visitors, over half the time, the potential visitors aren't making it to the site. They're bouncing out, they're leaving. And where are they going most likely? Well, they're doing research for a personal injury lawyer. Our example is Atlanta, although the one I'm looking at here is in Dallas. Doesn't matter where it's at. The fact of the matter is that your potential leads are leaving, and very most likely never returning to you, finding a competitor and going with that competitor, and your competitor's getting your case. What if that's a 7-figure case that you're missing out on? Could be a small one, could be a big one, but do you really want to continue to risk that? I mean, it's just absolutely insane. Now, it's not your fault, because obviously this isn't your expertise. It is mine, and I'd love to help you with this if you have this issue. And in short, speed equals revenue, or in this case, slow speed means lost revenue, but it's a gain as well. I like to flip it on its head. It's a gain, because now you might have an issue. If you do have this issue, it is correctable depending on the size of your site and what you've got going on to optimize it. We look to get it down to 3 seconds or less, and there's many different things that can go into that, and issues that need to be addressed and resolved in order to get your speed down to where it's optimal. So this gives you an idea right there. So as we said, 6.5. Now, to give you an idea, there's also 3G out there, and there's a second test here. It's called Test My Site. Again, it's by Google. You open up the tool. Again, it's based on their research, so we'll go ahead and put in the same firm here. And as you can see, we'll go ahead. It's going to take this test a little bit longer. Okay, it's going to really do a deep dive into the site, as well as it's going to determine it's a legal site, and it's going to compare it against other competition and other benchmark legal sites. Now you can see here it's important for 3G, because 70% of cellular network connections globally will occur at 3G or slower speeds through 2020. Now in the US, there's more 4G and 3G. However, think of your clientele. If they're in a lower economical, socioeconomical demographic, it's likely, or it's possible, that they have an older Android device or an older iPhone. And the older iPhones uh, do not have the capability of 4G. For example, the iPhone, I think it's up to iPhone 4, it's 3G or less. So this can have a dramatic impact on your clientele. So now we can see the results here for this firm. 10 seconds. I'm not picking on these guys. I just found one to do, okay? So we got 10 seconds here, which is considered poor. And based on 10 seconds of mobile page speed, and these are on mobile devices, approximately 3 out of every 10 potential visitors is leaving just directly as a result of slow speeds. So again, it just identifies the issue. And if we put in 10%, or excuse me, 10 seconds and go back over to this tool here, you can come down here and you can start putting in different times, and I can put 10 seconds in. Oops, we got the wrong one here. Let's go here. That's what happens when you're live sometimes. Let's go 10. And you can see 10 seconds, 1,000 monthly visitors to the site, only a $10,000 average at 3% conversion. That's almost $1 million. Well, that's down to 1 second, so we don't want it that fast because it's not going to happen, right? Let's get it to 3. Not sure why Google had to go that far. But, okay, that's more like it. So if we get it from 10 to 3, that can save, or in this case, help impact annual revenue positively over $500,000. Now, it's somewhere blended between 6.5 and 10 seconds between the between the 4G and the 3G speed. So we don't know your percentage. So, kind of the conservative approach is 6.5 seconds. 10 seconds is the the approach with the 3G, somewhere in between there. However, if you can't test up here and you come back with speeds that are not optimal on 3G, very likely they're not optimal on 4G as well, and it's impacting your bottom line. And this is like found money. It's like, if you forgot your old checking account or had an account or life insurance, a claim, and you never collected it as cheats to the state. It's kind of like that. You go to the state treasurer, go search for it, you have found money, right? And that's kind of what this is like, only better. It's not a one-time occurrence. You improve your speed, you're going to improve just from statistics alone. You're going to improve the opportunities for you to potentially drastically increase your revenue. So this is, no laughing matter. This is a significant matter. It's really one of the most critical things that I can tell you that needs to be addressed right now if you're in this type of situation. So, and to make matters worse for this firm, again, I'm not picking on them, but they, if we look at their pay-per-click, and this is just giving me estimates, so this is a third-party resource, estimated budget of monthly PPC or pay-per-click Google ads that we showed you, $89,500 is the estimate. Not saying that's what it is, but that's what is coming back, as an estimate from this from SpyFu, which has their Google, different type of analytics for websites, keyword research, Google Ads, and so on. So you can see there, if you're paying out that much money and you've got people, not even visitors, potential clients, not even making it to your site, that's like throwing that money away or burning it in the fireplace. So it's a real big deal, okay? So again, another thing, consider personal injury lawyer Dallas, 1,600 monthly searches. Cost per click is $137 on average for one click here. So how many $137 clicks are not even making it to this poor law firm site? I think I'll reach out to them after this video because it's that critical. So if you want to, take a look at all this, I've showed you where to go. Thinkwithgoogle.com. You can go ahead and do the test yourself. If you'd like me to do it and talk to me and you need assistance getting this corrected and fixed, now's the perfect time. End of 2018 here, only 10 days away or so. And now's the time, especially with potential tax write-offs, that you want to consider getting this taken care of. We also provide other services, including Maps search engine optimization. And that, in other words, the Maps 3-pack, this is a Google local search results. We work on your Google My Business page, optimize it on page and off page in order to help you get here what we call the 3-pack instead of where most of my prospects start out, where you have to click more places and find you somewhere buried down here. So we can help you out with that. So anyway, this video has gone on long enough. I hope you got great value out of it. And if you do have any questions or need assistance or want to get started today, all you need to do is reach out to me. Call or email me now or as soon as you can, especially if you've got that slow mobile site speed, that page speed load you want quick, or you don't know how to do it, you want me to do it for you, be more than happy to. My number here you can see 843-290-9950, and you can see my email address, adevine@digitalwavemarketing.com. All right, I want to thank you so much for watching this video here live on Facebook. I hope you got great value out of it. I look forward to talking to you soon. In the meantime, happy holidays, and bye for now.